After Senator Klein's remarks, I thought about not rising because it was so powerful and such powerful testimony from someone who is truly on the front lines of this work that we're doing in terms of treating patients and dealing with their illnesses and their families and not prepared to do it. We know that we do not have the supplies that we need to take care of all of our first responders, all of our healthcare professionals, everyone who should have access to what they need in order to deal with this virus that is spreading throughout our communities. But I rise because I wanted to respond to something that was said on the floor, talking about wanting to open more businesses. There is such a false dichotomy out here about this discussion, as if some people just want to lock everything down and keep it locked down, and we don't want to open up any more businesses. We are here in this moment because we are trying to expand opportunities for our businesses, and many of us wish we could go further, including, I might add, Governor Walz, who has been very vocal. If you listen to him speak, he has a real sense of urgency in trying to do this, and the agencies that manage this also do as well. But they also know we have to do it safely. And so, yes, it is going to take some time, and we know that that time is hurtful to the businesses in our communities and to the people and the families who own them. Nobody takes this lightly. I want to say two things. First of all, I want to share an email. I wasn't going to share this, but the comments about salons as one of the businesses that should be opened came up. I happened to get into an interesting little Twitter exchange about salons the other night because, like a lot of women, I'm dealing with it in my own life, trimming my own bangs. But it's okay for me because I cherish the woman who has taken care of my hair for many, many years and the 3 little boys that she's raising. And I know that protecting each other is more important, a bigger, higher priority than my hair. I also know that when we're together, we are in close proximity for a lot of time, and I don't see how we could do that safely. So that's my opinion as a customer. But I got an email actually from someone in Senator Bach's district who writes, and I'm going to share some of what she wrote. I'm going to edit it because I want to protect her privacy. But she says, "Hello, I am a salon owner, licensed salon manager, and licensed advanced esthetician. I am a workaholic, and I love my career and my clients." And she's writing in response to an op-ed that was published by 3 different senators that ran in the Star Tribune. "I want to express my personal opinion about this situation. I believe that our industry is hurting right now, and people working in this industry are desperate and panicking for financial reasons. We are in a field where there isn't much offered in the form of health insurance and benefits. I have worked as an employee, renter, and salon owner. Financially, it's a bummer. However, to open salons back up would spread this virus like wildfire." Her caps. "Our safety and practices are below what is needed in order to keep us safe as well as the public. I do not want to get sick, although I am a normal, healthy person with a strong immune system, probably from working closely with the public for 18+ years behind the chair and years of waitressing before that. I don't want to be a carrier, spreading it to all types of clients, ultimately being responsible for their deaths. I also don't want to be responsible for bringing it home to my family. I feel as though a few haircuts and/or a few bucks is not worth loss of life and heartache. Please take this message into consideration when thinking of our industry." And I would add one other thing that has come out recently in some of the news out of New York. I thought this was really interesting. I believe it was New York Presbyterian Hospital, as part of the University of Columbia system, did a study, did testing among their maternity patients. Young, healthy women coming in to give birth, not in there for any reasons directly related to coronavirus. They did tests on 200 of these patients. And when they got those results, 15% of those patients were positive in that test and asymptomatic. And so you have healthcare workers coming in to help deliver new babies with mothers and their families going through labor, not aware that the virus is there because there's no sign of it. But it turns out 15% of those patients had the virus. And so as they went through their process, and probably they are not fully wearing the PPE that you see on the COVID wards, then they go to another patient. And I'm sure they are doing their best to use best practices to be clean and safe. But we don't know, and that's the point. And so I go back to the original idea here. We need to do what we can to support our small businesses, but we have to do it safely. We have to have more testing. We have to have more information. This is not an either-or proposition. We need to support our businesses. We need to support our small businesses, absolutely. But we can't really fully reopen this economy until we effectively deal with this virus. And I think our job here, and we're doing it today in this particular segment with this one bill, and I know we're going to keep doing more of it, and we should, our job is to do it in a way that is responsible and protects our ability to manage what is happening, because as Senator Klein has just very thoroughly outlined, we are not done with this. Even though you can look at some communities across this country and see they're on the downside of this curve, we are not. So, thank you.